Welcome to Skin Deep, a sacred space where we peel back the layers, speak the unspeakable, and remember who we were before the world told us who to be. I'm your host, Kiara Charles, and today we're stepping into a conversation that we've been taught to avoid. We're talking about anger, about rage, about the fire we were told to hide, when sometimes it's the very thing that's keeping us alive. After I turned 18, I never saw my abuser again. I told God that if I did, I'd kill him. And I meant it with my whole heart. I was angry. I was angry at him, and I was angry at God too, because I couldn't understand why he would let something like that happen to me. And I was just an innocent child. For years, I tried to be the good child. I was taught in church that if you did anything bad, God will punish you. So, I kept asking myself, what sin did I commit that made me deserve this? And when I couldn't find the answer, the anger grew louder. Many people in my family still involve themselves with him, even after they know what he did to me. And the divide was crazy, and I tried to not let it bother me, but it was there, obvious, and unhealed. I never knew what it felt like to have a full family, and I still yearn for parts of me that I don't know. So I went on with life because I had to, but it wasn't easy. Having a toxic family dynamic caused me to be untrusting to situations, to people, and even myself. Sometimes that hypervigilance kept me safe, and other times it just wore me down. It made me doubt my own ability to make the right choice. The only choice I knew was right was the conscious choice to heal by any means necessary. No matter how big or how small, I was chasing progress. I pushed myself hard to overcome an obstacle that never should have been mine in the first place. But because I did, I stand here as a witness to let you know that it's possible with God to live a life free after trauma. I always knew deep down inside that God looks at your heart, and that your heart determines your character, your essence. But here's the truth. I couldn't truly be happy because I was angry. I wanted to hurt people before they hurt me. So I did. And I was reckless. Feelings detached. And if feelings did get involved, I disappeared. Because the thought of being hurt again, I wasn't willing to take that risk. Here's what I've learned about anger. It's not the enemy, it's the alarm. Anger is your body saying something is not right, and your spirit saying this is not okay. The problem isn't feeling anger. It's what happens when we either swallow it whole or spit it out like poison. And for years, I did both. I buried anger so deep that it made a home in my bones. And when it finally came out, it came out sharp, cutting, and destroying everything in its path. But anger, when I finally listened, it wasn't there to destroy me. It was there to protect me, to move me, to show me where healing still had work to do. See, unchecked healing will have you hurting people that never caused your pain. It'll have you living a life that's guarded, believing love is a trap, and mistaken isolation for protection. But sacred anger, righteous anger, is different. It's the kind that feels justice. It's the kind that helps you build boundaries. And it's the kind that burns away lies so you can stand in your truth. So I had to learn to sit with my anger without letting it drive the car. To say, okay, I hear you, but now show me what you need me to know. That's when anger stopped being my prison and became my teacher. Somewhere along that journey, I realized that anger, it wasn't my burden. It was my language. It was my inheritance. It was the reason that I knew that I made it, that I survived, that I'm still here. So I started writing to it. I started speaking through it. And this is what it said back to me. They told me my anger was too loud, too wild, too dangerous to touch. They told me I was too proud, and I just smiled. Everything I did was too much. But nobody asked why the fire started. Nobody asked who dropped the match. A fledgling fury cracked through a shell. My light was on fire, and y'all just watched it hatch. I was to blame, they said, for not having the tools to contain the very thing that caused me pain. Am I really wrong for being angry when, quite frankly, I was doing the best I could with the sin that tried to hang me? And to put it plainly, I was expected to swallow rage, to swallow generational curse. Just like the women before me, who bit their tongue, who carry storms in a song unsung, and like the men too, who bury pain in a land, hiding their truth in callous hands. So no, I won't let my anger keep me silent. I won't let this anger keep me weak. Because my anger is not random, it's history seed, a flame born from justice to balance every scale, to bring love and light to all the dark stories they tell. God gave me this voice as a way to fight. Now I keep my fire close, not to kill, but to light up the dark, to bend it to will. I've learned the line between vengeance and vision, between blind destruction and holy precision. And this flame, it cooks food that feeds my kin, warms a cold heart and melts frost from the skin. And in this pen, it's the power to transform the world, so the weight of it won't crush the next young girl. And my anger is not shame. It's my witness, my proof, my holy yes to a raw, uncut truth. I don't destroy, I burn to free. And that fire, my love, is the fire in me. If anything in those words stirs something in you, sit with it. Write it down. Don't let it pass. And if you need a little bit of help with that, here are some journal prompts for this week. When was the last time my anger was telling me the truth? What does my anger want me to protect? How can I honor my anger without becoming it? Your answers don't have to be polished, and they don't have to make sense to anyone but you. What matters is you give your anger a seat at the table without letting it take the head chair. Your anger is not your shame. It's your witness. It's the fire that clears the way for truth. You don't have to silence it. You just have to learn how to carry it without letting it carry you. Thank you for going deep with me today. And if this episode moves something in you, share it with someone. Leave a comment. I'd also love to hear from you. So send me a DM. And in the meantime, stay rooted, stay focused, and stay skin deep.